I'm coming from a journalist perspective, right? And through this podcast, I've spoken to a lot of founders, and journalists are not trained to figure out what makes a good founder, because we look at things like, how do you package things? Are you charismatic? Can you sell a story? Some of the best founders might be terrible at these things, right? So what are some of the traits you look at a founder? Do you think, okay, this you have to be crazy for sure, but what are sort of the other ingredients in the soup that probably make a successful founder, or a founder likely to succeed?
I think one common trait, let's say, is the belief in your project. Like, you really have to believe, because I see this often. Founders, sometimes they don't really believe, or they're not 100% committed. Maybe they have another job that they're not ready to let go, or especially in the academic world, maybe they are also research assistants in the university and say, yeah, let's try this startup. And if it fails, I go back. That's already a kind of a red flag, right? So first of all, you have to believe it like crazy. And second of all, I think you really have to, you can call it hustling, you can call it, committed again, I guess. But really, it's not about putting, 80 hours a week, but it's really, the startup needs to be the same with yourself. Like, you have to identify as the startup you're building. I think that's really the most powerful founders.
And you are coming from the angle of the investor. You're actually also giving a speech in it. Can you describe me what is an investment or investor-ready startup?
Plenty of people will want to hear this, so yeah.
So I think different stages need slightly different elements. So if we speak really for the first, let's say you're trying to raise your first money. Institutional money. Maybe you have a bit of angel money, which is, different angels have different criteria, but let's say you have a little bit going. And you need maybe your first $500,000 or $1 million or something, right? So you're approaching VCs. I think the one thing that you need to do is really structure your financial projections, your product definition, product market fit. That's the typical things everybody would try to include in their pitch deck, right? But what I see a lot missing is that everybody's just making very quick assumptions of, the market is this big. I'm going to sell this much. It's like, okay, but we all know that this is greatly over-exaggerated, and that's fine. But what I want to see is the assumptions behind it. How did you reach those numbers? Even if the numbers are wrong, I don't care. But I want to see really how you thought about it. How much research did you put into that? And this somehow be in a written form that I can digest, right? I think that's the one thing I see missing a lot. And then on top, general documentation that needs to be really on a high level.